Cats will become extinct if we spay/neuter all of them? A world without pussycats and kitty cat? That would be horrible. But is that indeed a possibility? Let's look at the figures. How many cats are there in the world? Experts estimate that there are about 90 million precious pussycats in the USA. In addition to that, experts estimate that there are 50 to 70 million feral pussycats living on the thoroughfares of the U.S. That is an estimate of about 150 million pussycats in the U.S. alone. Other areas in the world have an indeed bigger problem of feral pussycats. In Australia, estimates run to 2.7 million precious pussycats and no smaller than 18 million feral pussycats. The IFHA, the association representing the European animal health industry, estimates that there are 66 million precious pussycats in Europe. Numerous of the warmer European countries similar as Greece, Italy, and Spain also have veritably large populations of feral pussycats. How numerous pussycats are there in the world moment? Nothing knows for sure, but estimates point to an overall number of at least 500 million. That's a lot of pussycats. How fast can cats reproduce? Still, how presto can we bring pussycats back from the point of extermination? Let's assume that out of the 500 million pussycats presently living on the earth, we manage to miraculously emasculate 99 of all pussycats, if we ever reach the point where pussycats come nearly defunct and need to start breeding pussycats again. That would leave us with 000 pussycats for a trepopulation program. That is 000 original parentage pussycats. A womanish cat can start breeding as youthful as 4 to 6 months of age. She'll on normal have 2 litters every time. Pussycats generally have 2 to 5 gibbs per waist. Not all of the gibbs survive, but it's safe to estimate that a well-watched 4 womanish cat can raise at least 6 gibbs every time. A brace of pussycats can produce further than 2 million pussycats in 8 times. Still, you are right, if you suppose that sounds like a lot. But it's just simple mathematics, explained in this folder by Spay USA. I suppose it's safe to say that as long as there are humans on the face of the earth, there will be pussycats. There is no way spaying and neutering can ever change that. Ever. Indeed, if we reach the point where we could spay and neuter 99 of all pussycats, domestic and ferals, around the world, we still wouldn't have a problem. Are we close to that point? Unfortunately, no. Look at the stats for the US. 91% of all precious pussycats are deserved or fixed. Sounds like a lot? Well, only 10 of feral and slapdash pussycats that come into harbors are fixed. Which still leaves us with knockouts of millions of pussycats that aren't fixed. In the US alone. Flashback just how fast pussycats reproduce. That is literally knockouts and conceivably hundreds of millions of gibbs born in the USA alone each time. By comparison, only 000 new mortal babies are born every time. There are simply not enough good homes for the huge cat fat. What happens to these pussycats? The veritably lucky bones find homes. 3.4 million others get to harbors every time, and they're veritably lucky as well. Of those, 1.2 million are euthanized and 1.3 million find homes. 1.2 million cats and kitty cat are euthanized in the U.S. every year. And yes, indeed they're still luckier than others. They're lucky because in the same time, knockouts of millions of other pussies failed on the expressways. They failed of hunger, thirst, complaint, extreme temperatures, bloodsuckers, bus accidents, and humans hunting them down. Knockouts of millions of other pussycats survived to make it through another time of desperately looking for food and sanctum.